Hello my beautiful angels, it's Isabel. In today's video, I am going to talk about 2020, new decade, new start. Now, I was asked to make a video on how to set intentions, and I was just now drinking water, brainstorming for 2020, and setting intentions for 2020. So I thought, why don't we combine 2020 content plus making intentions and just set intentions together for 2020 while I hydrate. Water is just, it's just calling my name right now. I should probably get a coaster for this. There, much better. So yeah, 2020, we are going into a new decade and a new year, and I'm so ready because 2019 has just been the longest, most drawn out year for me ever, which I can't complain about because often we complain that years are going by so fast, but for me it's like dragging on. Like the summer was super long, the fall has been super long. I felt like the 2010s were a decade of maturing for me. I mean, I went through high school and college in the 2010s. Now I am ready for a new era. And I think we're gonna get that in the roaring 20s. And I've been thinking back on 2019, just kind of the headspace and everything that has gone on this year. And it wasn't one of my best years, but it was definitely better than 2018. In 2018, I had anxiety. Basically the whole year I dealt with really tough anxiety, and a lot of it was situational. I was in a relationship I was not happy in, and this year, I got out of that relationship. Things have gotten a lot clearer. I started my new business this year. I started coaching this year, and this is just a good year that I had to go through. And I talked about this in my last video, my healing video, that this was a year of a lot of healing, self-reflection. And if you guys want to check out that video on healing, I would highly recommend it as well. I will link it down below. So yes, intentions. This is for a new decade. Not only am I setting these intentions for the year of 2020, I am thinking 2021, 22, 23, 24, 25, all the way till 2030, which is insane to think about. In 2030, I will be 35. So it's insane to think about that. So this is the thing about intention. I talk about how intention for me is my motivation. I don't necessarily wait to be motivated to do things. I set the intention when I wake up that I'm gonna work on something, and that is what I put 100% of my focus on. Or I'm gonna accomplish something perhaps wasn't that exciting to do or is difficult, and I put 100% of my effort and focus on accomplishing that until I do accomplish it. So that's kind of how I do intention. So behind every action is an intention, and action I think is more important than intention, but we can't have proper, strong action in anything that we do in life unless we have that intention to back it up. I am not setting resolutions, I am not setting goals, I am merely setting these intentions so that any action that I take in 2020 or going into 2020 is going to have a positive intention. So intention is one of those things that you kind of supercharge your action with. So it's like a car. The car won't do anything or serve a purpose. I mean, it does do things, but if you don't put gas in the car, if you don't charge up the car, for you Tesla owners out there, then it's not gonna get anywhere. That's how you have to see action and intention. You can take an action and it will do certain things that if it doesn't have a good intention behind it, then it's not really gonna get anywhere. That's kind of the way I see it. It's kind of like the energy you put behind what it is that you want to accomplish. So setting intentions, there's not really like a ritual you can do. For me, I just write it down. I have this journal that I basically put a ton of stuff in here. When you write intentions, it's important to think about what you want and deciding what you want and allow what you want to guide you. Going into 2019, I had an idea of what I wanted and the goals that I wanted, my resolutions or whatever, my dreams, and I kind of wrote them down. I think I have a video on them if you guys want to check it out. And I didn't accomplish everything on there thus far. I mean, 2019 is not over yet, but I wasn't passionate about a lot of the things I wrote down. So I find that that is why I didn't follow through with them. Usually if we're not passionate about something or we really don't want something, it's a lot harder for us to actually go through with them. Like if we just set resolutions to lose weight, if we don't actually have like a drive or an intention behind it, then it's gonna be a lot harder for us to actually accomplish these things. That's just something I've learned from all my years of setting resolutions and goals and all that. I realized that intention is everything. So my first intention for 2020 is to travel the world doing meetups and events. So I did a lot of traveling this year, and in every single destination I went to, I had you guys in my DMs asking me to do a meetup, asking me to do an event. And even now, do a meetup here, do an event here. Are you gonna come to Canada? Are you gonna come back to LA? And I did do an event in LA this year with Miss Leora Alexandra. So much fun, it was incredible, and I wanted to do more, but time did not permit me, and I wasn't prepared to do more. Now, to do these events and things like that, have to plan beforehand, because we did that event really last minute, and we decided like a month before, not even a month before, that we were gonna hold the event. So we didn't really have that much time to tell you guys. A lot of you guys wanted to travel in and things like that, but didn't have time to prepare travel plans. So I'm thinking, you know, ahead already to next summer that I want to hit a few destinations and let you guys know in advance. It would be amazing to just hold meetups or hold events like the Stepping Into Your Infinite Power event we did in LA. We talked about the law of attraction, limiting beliefs, all these things, and it was so beautiful, it was so fun, and I want to do something like that. Seminars, Leo already said, she said it in a tweet, and I also wrote it in a tweet, that this is my intention and my goal for next year, and it's definitely what I've always wanted to do, and I thrive at just being in front of you guys and talking with you guys and seeing your faces and meeting you guys and hearing your stories, and I just want to continue doing that. And you guys hold me accountable to it, because that's why I'm putting it out there. I'm putting out that intention. I'm putting this out into the universe, and I put it out on Twitter as well. So you guys keep me accountable, and I keep myself accountable as well. My second intention is taking back your power. That is my brand, that is my podcast. I want to continue growing that brand. As of now, I have created my coaching practice and my business, and it's truly been a dream that I've always had to work one-on-one with clients and with you guys, and I've worked with some incredible people this year. The people I've met through coaching is insane, and that is what I want to continue doing. I want to continue coaching as well as putting out courses. So around January I will have a course coming out, so stay tuned, and I want to continue doing that with different topics and different things that I talk about on my channel. YouTube has been changing a lot lately, and I've realized that we have to expand outwards, especially since you guys like my content. I always want you guys to have access to my content, to always be connected with me, regardless if YouTube is still around or if it, you know, if I leave YouTube or whatever. I'm not thinking of leaving YouTube, but I just want to have a plan B if something happens with YouTube. That's kind of more business and social media aspects of things, and I do have other business intentions, but you know, that's kind of boring stuff. And my third intention is just to welcome love into my life. One thing that 2019 has taught me was that I do need to heal. Healing is not linear. Healing comes in cycles, and it's okay. And what's important is that you take time for yourself. So, you know, I did deal with heartbreak at the beginning of the year, and I'm glad that I went through it, because now I know that I can survive, and I know that there is so much out there in the world. And for those of you who have gone through heartbreak this year, maybe you need to hear that as well, that there is a future, there is a tomorrow after a tough day, or there's a rainbow after, you know, all those nice little, not allegories, metaphors. Opening my heart, being more vulnerable, stepping into that energy as well, and that's something I will be welcoming in 2020. And not in desperation ever. We don't do desperate here. Never desperate for love or affection or any of that. Just being open to receiving it in any way, shape, or form, whether that is in a romantic relationship or in friendships, in family relationships, just in general, just living with more love. My fourth intention is to grow my channel. Of course, like I said, I don't know how the future of YouTube is, but I have noticed my channel has grown significantly within the last few months, so thank you guys so much. We're almost at 200,000 subscribers, and thank you, truly thank you. And I feel like I finally have gotten to a place with my content, you know, talking about the goddess energy, the divine feminine, empowering women. I feel like this is what I made my channel for, and I'm finally able, and of course I made my channel for the law of attraction and things like that, but I truly made my channel to inspire women, especially young women, women in their 20s, you know, 30s and beyond. So I'm really grateful to those of you who have resonated with my message and what I talk about on this platform, so I'm gonna continue doing that. All right, so intention number 5 is let go of the past, cutting ties from the past, and this is something that I've already done a lot of this year alone, is letting go, and that's the last video I did actually, was how to heal and let go of the past. I was stuck on the past for a long time, guys, because I had made decisions like within the last 2 years that I wasn't really happy with. I realized I had to go through those things and make those mistakes. I really don't like to call them mistakes because everything, like I said, serves a higher purpose. Everything's rigged in your favor. So I've thought about it and I say, you know, I went through these things for a reason and now I can talk about them. And I made my channel to talk about things in my past, things that I went through to help others. So I feel like I went through these things so then now I can make a video on them and share what I learned with you guys. So not everything is in vain, you know. By me struggling, I'm taking one for the team for you guys, and I can share what I've learned and what I've been through. So as I've kind of stepped into a new phase and a new level of my life, I've realized that those things that I did in the past were not in vain. They were for good reasons. So for any of you guys who are dealing with the past and kind of beating yourself up, that's something I had to stop doing. I had to stop beating myself up and say, you know, it is what it is. That's life. What can we do? So we just got to keep moving forward and putting the best intention, putting our best foot forward always in everything that we do. Last intention, simplification. Even though it seems like I'm doing and taking on a bunch of different things, I have been actively streamlining and simplifying my life this entire year. Cut out things and people and things that I used to do because I realized they weren't serving me. I realized that there was no point in me staying in that mindset or in that heart space or that energy. So I kind of started to create new energy for myself, which creating new energy basically is changing habits, changing routines, starting new things, and actually being in that goddess energy. It might seem kind of like a crazy abstract ideal to some people, but it's just about knowing that the woman of your dreams, the person of your dreams is already within you. And I don't mean like this in a soulmate kind of way. You know, we all have kind of this goal about ourselves. We all want to achieve some kind of level of success or level of whatever it may be, happiness, peace, so that we can finally become our true selves and live life as we should. You know, we're always kind of waiting for things in the future, but I've realized that everything that we're waiting for and that we want to be, we're waiting to have a certain amount of money, to have a certain lifestyle, to have, you know, it's all here now. It's all here in the now, and all we have to do is start living in the now. Not living as if, but being as if, being that person now. That's so important. That's something I've realized. I've let go of the past. Stop looking so much in the future and thinking that my happiness and something that I needed was off in the future, and living in the now and embracing the now and doing what I can with what I have now. Hopefully this video has given you some ideas on how to brainstorm and set intentions and what intentions you might take on for the year. All you got to do is get a sheet of paper and write them down, and then keep them somewhere you'll always see them. And every single day when you make a life decision, you're thinking about a goal or a dream, go back to your intentions and say, does this action I'm about to take or that I'm questioning, does it align with my intentions that I set for 2020 for the year? And also keep these intentions in mind. Like if there's something that you're doing now that you're not happy with, maybe you're self-sabotaging, maybe you're being super negative, maybe you're not in a good place financially or mentally or spiritually, start thinking, what changes can I make that are going to help me get to a better headspace or better spiritual or mental energy? And maybe you have to leave relationships, maybe you have to end relationships, maybe you have to leave a job, maybe you have to move to a new city, maybe you have to just sell your house, leave everything as you know so that you can be somewhere or be the person that you want to be, basically. I always think that taking risks begets change and good momentum in your life and allows you to go with the flow of life in a good direction, not regressing, going back in the past, or living with anxiety with fear for the future. It's like going with the flow of your life, enjoying your life. And that's another intention I'm going to set for 2020, is enjoying life more, not feeling like I have to have everything perfect for me to actually enjoy my life. That's definitely key. Preparing for this video, I was listening to my queen Lana Del Rey. I listen to her all the time. Venice is my favorite song, and I listen to that song. It just gets me in a happy place mentally. I have a playlist called Inspirabel. I call it Inspirabel. It's like my name plus inspiration. So Inspirabel is my playlist of like songs and videos that I love. Classical, it's like slow to reverb versions of my favorite songs. It's all types of music on there, and that's just like my high vibe playlist that I've been listening to a lot lately. So I will link that down below for you guys, and you guys can listen to it. It's totally my vibe right now. I'm totally into classical and oldies music and Lana Del Rey and all that. So for the first time, I feel a new energy. I remember going into 2019 kind of feeling like it would continue, it'd be a little bit of a continuation. Now it just seems like a whole new chapter. Like it's not a new page, it's literally a new chapter. Actually, I feel like it's a whole new book, which is pretty exciting to me. I know we go into New Year thinking new year, new me, new beginning, but it's all a choice. And I made that conscious decision in 2019 that it would be more of a continuation of 2018 into something a bit better. But 2020, I am setting the conscious decision and conscious intention that it will be literally a new book in my life. Lots of good things to come. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you guys want, I'll make a more in-depth video on intentions. It'll be more, this one's kind of like a chill, laid back video, I realize. We're coming for everything that we want in 2020. We're gonna get everything we want and more. And even the things we didn't even expect. Cheers! Alright guys, that's it for this video. Hope to hear you guys' intentions down below for 2020. Have you even begun thinking about them? I don't know. And I will see you guys in my next video. And always remember this, my loves. No matter who you may be in this life, no matter how your 2019 went, or what your past was, or what you look like, or where you're currently at, your true beauty, your true worth, and your true power always comes from within. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.